On the floor of the limo, there's a bottle of whiskey, a white Stetson hat with a fine feathered band. His face covered up with a 2-day-old paper is a songwriting legend, a gray-haired old man. They don't say much to him, he don't say much to them. They wonder what goes on inside his old head. Sometimes when they shake him, try him to wake him, he comes round so slowly they think that he's dead. And you're not allowed to talk about Denver, Colorado. You're not allowed to talk about his first wife, Joanne. You're not allowed to talk about his first fiddle player or anybody who ever worked in Elvis's band. He motions the driver to get him some coffee. He sits there and sips it, his eyes on the floor. When he's reading his paper, he sometimes looks angry. He's still trying to figure out the Second World War. He mentions Chicago, the Opry and Wheeling. His awards are all stashed in a box in his barn. He made millions of dollars with a hoot and a holler. Now he lives in a trailer on a 5-acre farm. You're not allowed to talk about Denver, Colorado. You're not allowed to talk about his first wife, Joanne. You're not allowed to talk about his first fiddle player or anybody who ever worked in Elvis's band. As the limo rolls on down America's highways, dust clings to the sign on the side of his car. It says pickin' and singing for any occasion, a songwriting senior citizen star. One night in the West Virginia mountains, I got stranded in the deepening snow. I found a boarding house and took a small room. No TV, magazines, or radio. I stood and watched the snow fall past the window. And as a traveling man will sometimes do, I picked up the Bible and looked through it. I found a stack of letters tied in blue. The letters had been left there by a young girl. There were 10, and as I read the first, I found that they were from a boy in Detroit who'd send for her as soon as he got word. The first one mentioned her expected baby. 1 and 2 and 3 were much the same. The 4th and 5th said he might send to get her. The 6th and 7th offered her his name. The 8th and 9th were weeks apart in postmarks. They were short and asked about her health. The 10th one with the tear stains on the pages said that he had married someone else. Next morning I felt guilty when I checked out, as the highway people cleared away the snow. I asked about the girl who used to live there. They said she passed away 3 weeks ago. Well, I kept the letters, but I never read them. Ah, but somewhere up in Detroit, there's a man who heard what happened down in West Virginia. and we're the only two who understand.